Hoot hoot, everybody. Hoot hoot. Not sure why that was off. I'm Vilhelm Vanderbos, Noble Owl. Welcome. Welcome to my art stream. Low-key panicking for my own art challenge. That's this weekend, by the way. Can you guys hear me okay? Not sure why the microphone was off. Hope you're feeling better. I was gonna say I'm not 100%. So in case I lose track of something that I'm saying or I seem a bit out of it, that would be why. But I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. Thank you for asking. A lot of plumies here already, hoot hoot, and that's so nice. Kagome, Miri, Milky, Denny, welcome, welcome. Joy, Ciel, hoot hoot, Juso, Jesumi. Who else is here? Yuno Kage. Hala, welcome, welcome. Lapis Nyajime. Hoot hoot. Well, first of all, thanks for the ending of that sentence, Hala. I'm not sure what to make with the rest of it all. Hello to Marinara, welcome. If you are truly a wanted person, please don't bring my plumies into this. Oh Christ, I only have clothing outlines and body done on my entry. Hi Vivi, welcome. Cutting it close. Cutting it close, yeah, definitely cutting it close. I did a little bit of it, what I could do. Past couple of days, just went in and worked a little bit on the details. So we're just gonna go in and hopefully I can wrap it up today. Hopefully. Likes in chat for, like the stream for support. I'm gonna see if that brings me some holy glow. Hi Dan. Thank you. I redrew the whole thing. I haven't finished the sketch. You guys are like, don't worry. Like, I guess we should all worry. Owl power, thank you. Speaking of owl power, there you are. There you go. Everyone panic. Yeah, why not? Why not? Nah, stay calm. It'll be alright. There's still plenty of time if you guys are able to make the time for this. But yeah, you have until Friday, but you have all of Friday in your time zone. I have this kind of event reminder going on the Discord. So if you even if it's run out, you still have the rest of Friday in your wherever you are, if there's still Friday left. Regarding the Discord, this is our community Discord.
We have a Plumie community Discord. Use the invite link that got posted in chat to join.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, Sue, and yeah, let's dive into it. I suppose I have a lot of work to do. Hi, Nai, welcome. How's everyone doing otherwise? All the plumies that are participating in art fight and just about everyone. How have you guys been up to? I saw you plumies played a bit of Mecha Chameleon. I recently learned it's called Mecha, not Mecha. Let's see. Go to the art scene. Everything should be set up. I'm expecting Scuff to just show up just because I'm not on point. So much fun, awesome. I've been wondering if that would be something fun to play in terms of playing with in a member stream, maybe. No microphone, of course, but you guys, maybe you guys could have microphone on in your own little on your end, but looks amazing. There's so much to do still. I'm glad you guys had fun. I haven't really played it much. I've started it up and checked it out. I don't really know much about the game, so that'll be fun. I believe it's fun. I believe it's fun. I just wouldn't have like a microphone on my end, but you guys could on your end. I bet it will be amazing at that game. You think so? The painting system is a little scuffed. I somehow expected more brushes and stuff, but that might just be my me being an artiste. Straight to this one. With my speed? Oh, yeah, well, maybe. RT Taxi with a mouse. I can do that. So yeah, this is where it is at right now. I've done a little bit on it if you want to compare to where it was into what it is now. We kind of left it at this, I think. So it was a lot of the stuff were already defined, but I've added I've gone in and touched up some of the details a bit. It looks a bit painted, a bit on the face. Straightened up the lantern. So mainly I'm just gonna do a bit more details on the like, oh, what's up with my hand? My arm, like here. Put there you go. That's better. So I am just gonna. No, I can't. No. I wanted to use the speed. I wanted to use the boost of the speed, but I think today I should just kind of be grateful if I can get anything done at all. It's incredibly distracting today. So we're just gonna chill and we're just gonna get some work done. But thank you. Was it that this looks amazing. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. It has a lot fewer details than I would have liked to, but I'm honestly maybe I shouldn't be too surprised in the fact that I have a lot of other stuff to do as well, so I can't really be working the piece as much as I would like. But yeah, I like how it's looking either way. Your procrastination. Yeah. Sometimes you might need that little boost of it being later. Maybe I should make up a fake deadline just for you, or I just give you a deadline for if you don't get it done sooner. Even if you get it done by Friday, you don't get to be in. Well, you know, it's gonna be a new art challenge next. There's gonna be a new one next Wednesday, so we'll see what that might be about. Maybe you can join that one. It's always one on in the works, so you can always peek in and have a look, see what's going on. But also, I also appreciate that some plumies might be busy with art fight and everything as well. So. I'm starting now. Juso always has like it's the whole art challenges works with a bit more unfairness towards Juso. I'm also kidding, by the way. You don't have to worry about that, Juso. You already have to battle with the wheel, so. Dress finish for a Ren Fair. That's so cool. Would you be okay with showing off the dress in the Fiber Art channel on the community Discord? I'd be curious. I think those dresses are really beautiful. The wheel, yeah, the wheel returns with the challenge features, so maybe it'll be on your side this time. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel the peer pressure. There's no peer pressure. If you're not comfortable with it, don't worry about it. Then you don't have to. We just all really like to celebrate creativity and every beautiful creation. So. Trying to work on my story. I wrote a scene, so now I'm trying to get it on digital writing. So you're rewriting it, or you're writing it? You're writing the draft. DIYing a new shoe cabinet. A shoe cabinet. Those are pretty handy. Or maybe they should be. Those should be like, those are pretty footy because they're for feet and shoes. What do I do with this now? I'm a little bit I'm a bit unsure what to do here. That shoe-in. It is a bit of a shoe-in. Maybe I would need a shoehorn to actually make that pun work. But yeah, regardless of it getting finished or not, this picture, this is whatever I do today is what I'm submitting for my own entry, because I just don't have the time to really do anymore. So a bit annoyed that I have to be feeling a bit under the weather, but at least better than I did on Monday. Can't be helped. Thank you. These are all based off of a, I can't remember what the butterfly name was. We talked about it last time, but there's some blue butterflies that have like almost like owl eyes on the background. So I figured that would be a good way to implement the owl. Hi, Neko. Welcome. Wait, neck doesn't look right. The neck doesn't look right. That's not how necks work. That's not how necks work. That is definitely not how necks work. They all are connected on the same part. Yeah. Blue butterfly with owl eyes. Necks can be surprisingly tricky. Yeah, definitely. It's easy to think about them as if you're looking at the character from the front all the time, but you don't. The different parts are like connected differently. Here's a good example of this butterfly that we're talking about. It's blue on the top, very vibrant, so has a bit of black tips with some white little dots on the end, as you can see. And on the below the wings, they have this pattern. And I've seen them in butterfly gardens and stuff, and it's so interesting to see how the eyes actually have shine to them. Like it's printed. So I'm just like, how the heck does this happen in Metamorphosis? You know, they just essentially melt down into some kind of goop and then, you know, come out pre-printed, all nice and printed. So yeah, the false eyes, they're beautiful. They're so vibrant when they're flying about too. So yeah, really cool. That's what I wanted to use for the. That's what I wanted to use for the little my idea for the character. So bunch of eyes makes him almost look like some kind of biblically accurate, you know, kind of something something. I can't make sense of the neck right now. I'll try to look at it a bit later again. Da, 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 da. Just I'm going for good enough right now. Perfectionist me would have wanted like really nice strands everywhere and surface shine and textures on the clothes, but yeah. Because I do a lot of speed drawing on streams. Sometimes I just feel like it would be nice to put in a little bit of extra into the drawings I do. But at least I get to do that for commissions. There's also something I gotta work on. Yes, please have a look. See if you're new here. Please have a look. See in the video description for our chat rules. Be very much appreciated.
It really helps keep the chat cozy and welcoming.
Exactly. It also helps keep a load of the Plu mods so they don't have to be on high alert all the time if anything is said or chat rules are broken, so they can also enjoy the stream. Perfectionism always has confused me. Nothing can be physically perfect, but I think all your work looks really good, Bill. Well, the thing is, the perfectionism doesn't necessarily... You might think that, you know, perfectionism means that it's going to be perfect, but everyone's definition of perfect is different. You know? That's kind of where the... in Swedish, you say that's when the shoe is kind of isn't fitting, so to say. That's a saying of like that's where the problem is that you all, like in my case, I wouldn't think of it as perfect as in everything, every minute little detail is in spot. No, but I would kind of want to have a little bit more detail in it for me to kind of feel like that it's this is how I would like to present it, you know? And that kind of comes from the part where, be it commission, be it anything, like an artist's work is also kind of their their first impression outwards to other people. So I kind of would want to be able to make the most of what I'm drawing. Oh, I don't necessarily see any flaws in this. It's not kind of done, you know? It's an undercooked pie, which can still be tasty, but it would have been tastier if it was in the oven for a little bit longer, you know? Crawls out of the deepest abyss of whirlwind events, demanding all attention and devouring all mental capacity to deliver cookies. It's so funny because the way my chat is kind of creating a new sentence of that, it's kind of, I read it as like, that Harrier has crawled out of the deepest abyss of whirlwind events and is now demanding all of our attention and devouring our mental capacity to deliver cookies and enjoy the cozy vibes. My gosh, why are you devouring our mental capacity to deliver cookies and enjoy cozy vibes? Harrier was the final boss all along. No, it was like it's an RPG. Harrier just kind of debuffed us. We can now no longer deliver cookies. Hi, Stitcher. Hope everything is working out okay though, Harrier. That sounds pretty rough. It's all yours, Kagome, if you want to. But yeah, this, I would look forward to playing some Mecha Chameleon. With members. That would be really fun. This is gorgeous. Oh, thank you, thank you. The good thing about a piece like this, even if I feel like it's not fully done, you can always go back to it. You can always go back to it and touch it up a bit. Also, something I've forgotten to talk about. Well, still don't have the menu items to show the merch, but I realized that not everyone knows the lore of Rangerville, of my archer self. Because when we had our Isekai arc, initially it was meant to be like characters being summoned, right? Being summoned to another world. So initially, I kind of just thought of it as like, you know, have some kind of lore about having been summoned. But as time passed, it kind of became just like the others had requested and what kind of classes they had. That it wasn't anymore a kind of an isekai story or isekai premise, because it was kind of like people had lived in that world for quite a long time. You know, someone had done a thing for a very long time. Someone was like, I don't know, an innkeeper or something for a very long time. So that's not necessarily isekai thing, you know, kind of like having how do you say that, when you have inherited certain stuff or kind of been trained by people since youth, then that's not really isekai story, right? Unless it went very far back. that's more like just an alternate universe because you have your character or they have had this kind of story going on for them. So I partly helped write the base story that everyone was kind of like, you know, just as to have in the background. It wasn't really used for much, but I think it was used for the promotional part of it all. But the aside from that, right, I was asked about first, like, what would your story be? And I wasn't sure how much they wanted, so the initial character lore was just kind of it's just very, very, very plain in that sense, in that, you know, it's just like a ranger, like, who's like, I can't remember the word for word thing, but the whole fact of the forest is his home, his second nature essentially, and with the flying companion with the ice in the skies and stuff, right? But the part I had a lot of fun with, think about, was later when I think it was like they hosted a Minecraft server where they were gonna put some of the isekai story as some bonus items in that server that you could find. And in my case, they thought, well, what if we make a bow, a special bow that people could find on a quest or via something else, right? So I loved that, because then I started thinking a little bit around what the story was with the bow, and at that point it was kind of already like, yeah, no, the whole, like, having been summoned to another world was no longer a thing. We're not talking about Vil of this alternate universe Vil having been, you know, like a call to action, essentially, to save and to call to, you know, battle the great evil or something that was looming, kind of a deal. Let me find the picture of the ranger, by the way. Let's see. There you go, Sisters of Standy. So I thought a little bit more about... Hi, Yorkie. I thought a little bit more about the bow and the story about it, because, you know, let's put some flavor text in there. It's not so much about, like, oh, it's definitely a bow +3 with the extra like hawk eye or sharp shooter +2, you know. No, I thought that the bow was made from a branch, a sturdy branch of actually, I might still have it here. Let me have a look, see. Should be able to. This was in a DM. There you go. So the bow is called bird song. Vogelsang. Spelled like this. That's the name of the bow. His bow. And it was made from a branch of a great oak that Vil would sit by, like, during training and stuff in his youth, and listen to birds singing. So because this was his favorite spot growing up, and when he had to pick a tree or material or something to make a bow out of, once he came of age and was a full-fledged ranger, he picked that oak. And for what was special about it is that it kind of also brought with what he really cared about it. So whenever it through happenstance and I guess fate, whenever an arrow flies through when he shoots it, when he fires the bow, the thwang, the sound of an arrow flying from it sounds like a bird's chirp. So instead of like or it just sounds like chirp, chirp, chirp. Which, you know, disguises it even more so. You just hear a bird chirp and then suddenly... Yeah, I really like that that piece. It really made me closer to the design, actually. And of course, there's been art. There's been lovely art. I'm gonna see if I can find the art. Like, because that was... You plumies are... definitely showing the plume side of you, the falcon side of you guys. You just snatched that out of the air instantly and did some beautiful art. See if I can still find them. Should have them saved somewhere. I think it'd be faster to look at the I know Harrier did one, Miri did one. Super fast work as well. Let's see. Thinking how far back was it? Oh. That's a cool design. Here we go. Should be here somewhere. There we go. With its own like story and lore as well. This is called Conjure Barrage. Basically made by Harrier. Here's the art. Burning forest, running ranger fires the last arrow in his quiver. This Conjure Barrage, of course, is like when you actually shoot magical arrows that follow your arrow. So it's like it basically says it's not the strongest spell in the world, but it's strong enough to defeat you. Plume diving towards the target alongside the ethereal ammunition, which you see here, of course. It's either the joint attack works or it's over for both of them. Well, you know, we're here, so whoever was in the way or caused all this got wrecked. This beautiful work. So it's really cool. Like we barely had like that. I feel like that was very, very special for the plumies to just kind of... I felt very, very blessed by that. The fact that there would be like a design revealed and then super fast, like da, 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 da. You guys just would draw fan art and stuff. It wasn't very it wasn't how do you say, like, it wasn't unusual exactly that the plumies would nail the first fan art, the first cosplay, the first all of that kind of stuff. You guys are amazing. It was also won by Miri Mage, of course. I say of course because I don't know, it just feels like it's very of course. It's amazing to hear. Look at this. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's nice. So yeah, both of you guys, it's amazing. Yeah, freaking awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thanks again. Thank you. It's lovely art. And here's me as a, I'm supposed to be, this is, I haven't included any of it, but this is supposed to be plant magic somewhere because this is my alchemist. And for those that have done a bit of it, drawn their alchemist already, or working on it, you guys know that it's supposed to have little parts of, you know, attributes and things that you need to include for your alchemists, right? And for me, that was plant magic, and I initially had a completely different idea of how to introduce plant magic. That was before I did the kind of butterfly detail. I think I can still make it work, because I also got hammer, and I was like, what am I gonna do with a hammer? Hello, Munchiro. But my idea with this one, because I always like to think about what is the picture, what story is the picture telling, right? For me, I find the pictures where the eyes are facing away from the camera always inspire a bit of curiosity. Like, what are you looking at? I want to see that. I can't see what you're seeing, so I'm gonna try to read your facial expression, or what are you doing? What is this? You know. So my idea was that instead of doing a huge hammer, because I was thinking, I could do like a blacksmith's huge hammer or something really fantasy-like, I thought of a tuning fork. Do you guys know what a tuning fork is? It looks like a fork, and when you tap it against something, it resonates. It makes a tone that you can tune, you know, instruments and other things to. So you just, you know, the tuning fork itself looks something kind of like this, right? Like that. And you go like boom, and it goes like boom. You can tune things. So my idea is that it just uses the hammer, or different kind of materials of a hammer. This one happens to be kind of silver, platinum, and it just taps the frame of this lantern, creating this kind of like boom, in order to conjure things. Conjure things. And that's the idea for this one, how to incorporate hammer as an item. So I think that what's important here is for me to make sure that this arm is kind of well defined, because this looks a little strange. I did a little sketch. When the challenge was announced, I got a sigil magic. I thought it would be cool to have a staff not only hold the lantern, but also the drawing tool to draw the sigils. That's awesome. Yeah. It's a good way of using for both. Yeah, but obviously your design is your design. There's no right or wrong in either of any of this. Sometimes the challenge is to like combine them all. You know? Sigil magic, huh? Oh, speaking of. Let's see. I don't remember what I put them on. Nope. Here? Yeah, there you go. I made a little thing. Can you guys see that? Just gotta finish that circle. I also made sure to have a way to activate the hair on its own. Oh, this is pretty interesting actually. Let's see. Let's just do the this part here. Yeah, this one you guys already know. You saw this. Can have this hair. You know which hair hasn't been around for a while? Is it maybe this one? Oh, there you go. The V1 hair without the hair on the shoulder. This gives it a completely different vibe, doesn't it? Long hair key free. And the of course the special one that only we get. Yeah, with this outfit you actually see the hair in the back, right? So yeah, it works pretty good. Where's my tablet? Bloop, there you go. So yeah, added a little bit to the key-free cosplay. It looks like a fungi. It's a pretty fun guy. It's not a mushroom wizard though. It's a butterfly wizard based off of these butterfly. No. This butterfly. It's blue and it has this pattern on the bottom, like an owl, like I would normally be when I'm more like so. And like Moonchito said, the forest version, spring version, winter version. That should work on the gauntlet a bit. No, shuffles papers. No, not butterfly. No. This butterfly right here. Dub, is that true? Boom Morpho. There you go, the Morpho. I like them, they're pretty. Also, extra points to the Morpho for being my first source of income in Animal Crossing. Northern Hemisphere around Easter when it first came out. Blue Morphos paid for my my debts. My nuke debts. Hello, Vampire Silas. And Banana Muffin. Welcome in. Artificer, nice. Yeah, I guess it kind of is. This character itself is based off of my monthly art challenge. That is what your Alchemist OC is, because this month, or last month actually, when it was announced, Alchemists are the names of the memberships of my channel. As a fan and follower, you're a Plumie, cute little owl thing like it's on my head, cute little owl. myself in the character lore and everything that I've shown on my channel as well in the video tabs. Alchemist, or the alchemist headmaster, essentially due to multiple things, is a big part of that. So this time I figured, since the memberships, it was the 2-year anniversary since getting monetized and everything, partnered or whatever you want to call it. I figured the monthly art challenge should be themed after that. And you could generate your own Alchemist OC with the video that I made, and that basically, depending on your month of birth and your preference in seasons and stuff like that, you would get different things to include. For me, I got a hat, I got layered robes. You could get like a long coat. You could get the something that would be more of an artificer clothing thing, was like the what's it called? It's the utility apron, right? Man, you guys, I have no idea how many times I had to say that. Here, I think I can show you. You can have a quick look if you'd like. The art challenge should be here.
If you'd like to join our Alchemist Art Challenge, check out the instructions in chat or in the video description.
That's right. So I illustrated the things for the video. I'm sure I should have it here somewhere. Art challenges, alchemist, and yeah, I can show the full. Here you go. First of all, birth month, you had the long coat, the cloak, the layered robes. This is what I got. My birthday is in September, and you have the utility apron for October to December. And here you also then, regarding your eyesight, will give you your headgear. So if you use glasses, you get a hat. If you use contacts, you get a hood. If you don't use any glasses or contacts, then you get goggles. Then I give you glasses or something to put on. And then you had the trinket was decided by your eye color, and this is other eye color. So if you have blue eyes, you get a pocket watch. If you have brown eyes, you get a book. If you have green eyes, you get a lantern, or any other eye color or combination thereof. We had some what did we have? We had heterochromia and stuff as well, right? Everything else falls into this one, and you get a spyglass. Then the field tool is decided by your hair length. If you have no or short hair, you'd get a blade. And of course, this could be a sword, this could be any kind of length of blade. This is just representing something. If you have a medium kind of shoulder length hair, then you get a hammer, and this looks like a pickaxe, but it's facing this way. So this is like a geode hammer. And if you have long hair, you get a staff. And then last but not least, your magic is decided by your favorite season. You like spring, you get gems, magic gems. You like summer, you get magic plants. You like fall, you get magic potions. Or if you like winter, you get magic runes and sigils and symbols. And then you can just fill in the blanks, draw whatever else is missing from that draw, and yeah, post it with the hashtag, post it in my YouTube community, and you get your art featured. We're gonna have a look at the entries that we gotten this weekend. And of course, also introducing a new art challenge next week, because monthly art challenge, it's in the name, it's a monthly thing. What was it? If you have specs of other color mentioned, do you get both items or just the category of other? I think you get the category of other. Technically, you get to pick. You don't have to do both or all of them, but you get to pick. Also, I would never disqualify an entry that was all like, well, I have a bit of green and blue and brown, so I did all the things. That's just up to you to make it more challenging if you want. How am I even gonna check, you know? So if you want to go, oh, actually, I get to pick between the two because I have a bit of green and a bit of blue. So, or a bit of, usually more like hazel, you get a bit of brown or a bit of green. You just pick whatever you like in that case, what you want, or if you want to do both. Hello, Remy. So yeah, gotten pretty chill just talking about this, but that's a weird way to spell hoot, definitely. But it's okay. I'm a polyglot. I can also speak cat. I don't know how much detail to put into the gauntlet. I would kind of want to make it look like they are moving parts, but we'll see. How do I do this? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna add a little bit more details, and then I'm just gonna do some lighting, and then introduce the plant magic, because the plant magic needs to be there. Hazel lights are pretty cool. They change depending on the lighting. What gem was it that did that again? What was it? Does anyone know? I might have to wanna look it up again. There's a gem that also works in that sense, that the light bounces differently in it. So that in certain light it looks a different color, like straight up looks like a different color. Opal does it. There's a specific other one, Alexandrite maybe. Labradorite does it, and it is Alexandrite that I'm referring to. I've seen it. I've held one. I've seen it change colors. It literally changes like this. It changes in daylight, in white daylight, into like fluorescent indoor light, and it went from green to like purple. It really did. It really does. I've seen it happen. It's magic. I held it, I stepped out, I stepped in, and it changed. They are quite rare in natural, so usually if you find one, they're probably incredibly expensive to get the real kind, but when it comes to lab grown, lab made, you can still find some of them. Alexandrite is pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this arm. Blah 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 blah. What do I do with this arm? Do I put this in front instead? Might help me deal with the arm. No, the robes are in front of it. I have to draw less of it. Ah. Probably makes sense if it would do this though. It makes more sense if it's further back too, because the way his body is angled. And then we have the robe. This will do. It's one of those things that I'm thinking about the details, but honestly I could also blur it or make everything darker. I could pull an Aaron Blaise. Aaron Blaise is an artist that used to work for Disney, illustrated a lot of stuff like The Lion King and stuff like that. Actually streams, last I checked, actually streams art too, but does this one thing at the end of every picture, which looks really nice, but it's such a repeated pattern that I always like to complain about it. Jokingly, of course, I like it. Doing an Aaron Blaise is basically locking transparency like this, so that you only draw inside of this, and then you just essentially make a bigger part of the character, like shadow, like a gradient. I've known other artists do that a lot. It's like it was a thing that it was almost like a trend to do that. Yeah. Then I do it and it works out, and then I turn that into a little dang it, Aaron Blaise. You can't always do the same thing and have it work out, Aaron Blaise. Dang it, Aaron Blaise. And then it actually works. So I just I pretend complain about it. Because let's be real, who doesn't like some kind of consistency in terms of, recognizable patterns in your art and stuff? It's just like at some point you heard or someone said that you kind of needed to have a uniqueness or not be like reduced to something as an artist, but doing something that's recognizable, and especially in this day and age of digital art and stuff, when people are scrolling a lot on social media, and so they only kind of see your art briefly. If your art is too different, you kind of, well, for one, you are showing a lot of how do you say that, a lot of versatility, but at the same time you're not conditioning people to recognize your art. Mood rings. They use thermotropic liquid crystals change due to temperature. That's right. Do mood rings actually just change by a temperature? So wait, how do they feel? How does it happen? I remember seeing a mood ring when I was about an owlet. I don't remember the deal with it. Because what moods is it? If you're cold or if you're warm? Frío, frío, como el agua del río. It's basically just hot or cold. I usually run quite warm, usually. So would it always be unread then? Or would it be the whole thing if you're flustered or something, or if you're kind of feeling embarrassed and you feel that kind of rush of of warmth in your body. Would that trigger the mood ring? Speaking of, like, I think at some point I remember hearing from someone that there was this kind of concept for similarly like reactive colors and pigments, right? That people with diabetes would be able to, I don't know where this went, I haven't heard much about it, but they would be able to get tattoos on their arm or wherever they want to have them that would have this chemical compound in them too, so that it would change color depending on your blood sugar. Pretty cool. I think that would be something that would be very, very interesting for certain people. I know that people that I've known that have diabetes, kind of sometimes you can't get away from the anxiety of having to look at, you know, what is your blood sugar at and stuff. Sometimes it's a bit unsure. Okay, Denny, rest easy. Yeah. Quartz or glass filled with liquid crystals. I had one as a kid, and I thought of all kinds of magical effects the mood ring would tell. Oh, nice. Yeah, because like in between colors and stuff, right? I guess if you have cold hands, you can also like, then the change is a lot more obvious or like a lot more sudden. And I don't know. I get cold hands in winter. Usually I run pretty warm, but like winter, whenever I'm kind of might sit in a draft or cold, it just really doesn't work. Then I get cold hands anyway. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember them being super common. I just remember someone had them or had them passed down or something. Like an older sibling or something, maybe. I think that this part with the belt, let's just give them some color. I literally think I might just do that whole Iron Blaze thing. This would take too long to make it. I'm thinking of kind of climbing vines and stuff coming out of, kind of spectral ones. So let's just let me just kind of generally indicate this, and I can just do something different with it. Don't like how white this looks. It's a bit too something like that. Something that blends in better. Like this. I'm not even sure what this halter is supposed to be like, but a bit of imagination, you would think that the hammer goes in there or something, you know? Something like that. Okay, all right, let's see what I can do with this a bit quick. Yeah, I think this works out pretty good. I add a little bit of these kind of white lines that I have on the other side. Maybe. No, it's fine, just leave it there. That's not the important part of the picture anyway. Don't want to overwork parts that aren't necessarily important to use. This part probably needs a little bit reworking. I already have the general indication of this, but I think I'm just gonna blur this so we don't see the rays as easily, and then draw some new ones after. Because here's the idea with like the kind of plants growing out of it, right? So I think I will use some airbrushing and maybe generally follow the idea that I had here. Some blue. Hi Ross. So I'm thinking something like this, yeah? Indicate some plants. Maybe not as curly that I had done on the done before. Make him do a little loop around the handle. Hello, Jesse. Welcome. How are you doing? Would love to really make this look like jasmine, but how about you? Doing all right and feeling better. Was a little bit under the weather on Monday. Still not 100%. So, but I'm getting a little bit of work done on this challenge entry of mine for my own art challenge. I feel like, you know, if I host art challenge and features, I should probably also get my own entry done. Yeah, the heat wave got a little bit in the way with this, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm pulling a little bit of inspiration from like butterflies and stuff. No, that doesn't look good. Thank you, thank you. I will. I'm gonna wrap up in just a little more. I need a little extra rest. But don't want to be pushing just for the sake of it. But I think this is kind of already giving the vibe that I kind of wanted for this. I kind of don't want to do more. I feel like I could always do like a wee when it's like wrapping around this arm and stuff, but I don't think so. I don't think it needs it. We do this, and I can probably also, yeah, I can also get it a little bit more glowy. Yeah, there you go. You just kind of multiply them a couple of times and maybe also give it one, make it really blurry. There you go. It's a bit of light on there. Then we grab another glow dodge and kind of just give that kind of circle effect, almost like Doppler echo effect that I did here. Bit messy. This is a little messy. You're saying, yeah, well, Southern Hemisphere, yeah. We had a heat wave in the in Europe. And a lot of houses around here are not built for it. Built to keep heat in, cold out, not equipped to deal with heat waves. And okay, and a little bit of butterflies. Do I have a butterfly brush? Maybe I could find some PNG butterflies. That would be nice. I could probably be better if I drew them myself, but there's a bunch of them. Here we go. I never trust if these are, you know, if PNGs are not generated and such, so we are just gonna, I'm just gonna draw them. Gotta remember to draw them properly, because I learned recently butterflies that have their wings spread tend to that tends to be just for display, like an actual butterfly. And also the way I've seen them, actual butterfly that is alive, happy, and flying about, the wings tend to be behind its head. It doesn't fly around with wings like this, you know? So we do probably use a bunch of this. They're heating up when they spread them. Mmm. This doesn't work. Maybe they can just stay like this. It'd be easier to read. Ah, that's cool. No problem. Yes, will do, Jesse. Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. You have a nice rest of your day. I'll be wrapping up here in a mo. So then we say there that the I guess then the butterflies they don't spread their wings when they are when flying. Like when they're flying, it looks in a certain way, right? Oh, that's a different blue. Weird. Oh, okay, never mind. It wasn't a different blue. Oopa. There, something like this then gives the idea. And dang it, Aaron Blaze. You know, spread their wings and learn how to fly. Do I just add a bit of white on here? Not sure how to go about it really. Hello, Natsu. Never spread them in front of the face though. That's a natural pose for that's an unnatural pose for comparing specimens. Yeah, even when sitting and just kind of resting, they tend to not have it past their face. All right, maybe one more thing here. I'm getting tangents. There's always the risk of adding stuff like this when there's already a lot of curved stuff. Maybe this works. Just a little bit of blue on this to kind of indicate that there's a little bit of magic happening there. Thank you. There's gonna be a lot more than this, honestly. Could exaggerate it a lot. And remove the rings. Wherever the rings are. Like that's... Then it's almost like a one of those mosquito lamp thing. But it does pull attention to the lantern, so I think that this works pretty good. It's a camping lamp, yeah, exactly. So, I mean, have a bit of plant magic in the vines that are coming out of there. I feel like if I were to add anything else like this, it would just kind of start getting a little bit too. Like you can add so many vines everywhere if you want to, but it just feels like it's gonna start to, you know, steal attention. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I just like how the energy is just everything goes up. If I start making a plant climb downwards, and it kind of messes with the general direction of things. So yeah, he's lifting it up, so there's no reason for it to. It is like he just boom, and then puts it down and lets the spectral plants kind of grow. Or it could be an indicator for how are the ley lines, how's the magic in the vicinity. This is like a field uniform and everything again, so it may just be out doing some research and whatnot. No, I think the background is fine like this. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good enough. I will call this done. If I squint, first thing I notice is the lamp. If I squint, first thing I notice is the lamp. Zoom out. Lamp is the rest is kind of just following along. It does golden spiral works pretty good, especially with the wing and the motion of his robes. It really makes you look the right way for everything. What about thirds? The face is on one of the hammer is on one of the interesting points. The face is one of them, and the plant kind of is in the top one. The golden spiral pulls towards the plants. The face and the hammer is pulled because of the thirds. Everything else is kind of deluminated, so that's pretty good. What about this thing then? Just checking the composition. This is something to do when you're sketching, not way after. Yeah. That works pretty good. The wings connect the spiral to this whole thing. The shape of the hat also brings it back up, and you focus on the lamp. All right, yeah, composition wise, pretty happy with this. I did change it from the initial one. I moved it out a bit. We have a lot of points of interest here. That's pretty good. Good. Accidental, yeah. The fact that the hammer and the face are so on the thirds, did not plan for that, but hoped, and it paid off. This is just me looking at the picture, you know, before calling it done. I always like to have a little look-see at what works, what doesn't. Trained eye, might be the one trained eye that I have on this outfit. I am winking with the other eye. You cannot see it. Is he blinking or is he winking? Okay. Let's save. Ooh, good. Let's wrap up stream there. I could use a little bit of a calmer evening, but I'm glad I was able to do this. Guess I should do the old signature. Maybe in blue. What? Hutsu, thank you. really need to pay better attention to the next time. That was hard to say. But yeah, this is my entry, how it's gonna be presented. You'll see it again in the weekend. Not sure when it'll be my turn because of the wheel. But yeah, we'll have a feature weekend. Hello Vagrant, welcome. I've been pretty good, thank you. Welcome back. And Miruku, Ichigo Miruku, welcome. Right. I do see a tangent. There's plenty of tangents, honestly, but the one that is bugging me the most is, well, the wing is in the back, like here, but it connects with this fold right there. Whenever that happens, anything that is here and here, your eye cannot really tell what is in front and what is behind. This could be in front, this could be behind, this could be bigger, taller, this is further back, this is further front. And because it's so disconnected from everything else, our eye kind of makes that connection on its own. So it's just probably for the best that I just get rid of that tangent to not confuse, to not have it confused. There you go. And probably just also make this wing a little bit lighter. Kind of blends into the other wings, so it's not such a harsh line suddenly going in anywhere. There you go. Does it pay off having a bit of this here? I don't think so. No, this is all good. There you go. Okie dokie, save. And let's wrap it up. I'm glad I was able to finish my entry in time. And let's go to the... Oh! Hope you win.
Hoot hoot!
Thank you.
Looking great. I hope you win.
I always win with a lovely community like you guys. It's not really a competition. It's an art challenge and it's my own, so of course I'm not going to crown myself a winner of anything, but there's no winner or loser. There's only winners in that sense that everyone gets featured and we'll just have a look at it. We'll look at it together and celebrate everyone's lovely creativity. Wheel is rigged. It's probably rigged. Probably rigged. I can't tell, but whoever rigs it probably rigged it. Yeah, I host monthly art challenges, and this is the end of this one. You have until Friday, all of Friday, in your time zone to finish it. So if you want to be working up until midnight or whichever, sure, post it. But I keep tabs on the latest Friday can get, so we'll yeah, in that sense, we'll just that's as far as it'll go, as much as I allow. If you post it late, there's for one no guarantee it's going to be added. So make sure you get your entry in on time, please. And just because there's 2 days, like Saturday and Sunday, doesn't mean I'm going to be looking for new entries or anything like that too. So that's just how the general upload and submission rules are. But yeah, look forward to, if you weren't able to join this one, this art challenge, look forward to the next one being revealed next week. And thank you, Diane. Thanks, everyone. It's really nice. Hello, Mariah. Let's wrap up. Oh. Hope that doesn't break my microphone. Hope that doesn't break my microphone. Can you hear me okay? Wife is the talent here. I can't draw to save my life. Lol. Well, have you tried? We definitely encourage the trying and learning. We have a community Discord for stuff just like that. You can
have a Plumie community Discord.
That's right.
Use the invite link that got posted in chat to join.
There you go. want to find some inspiration, then by all means, there's a good place to be. The Plumies are lovely. They hang out there. I hang out there between streams. And also, we get all kinds of... Any skill levels are welcome as well. We've gotten, you know, we got like... number 2 pencil on lined paper. So it's all, you know, everything's all good. You don't have to feel ashamed of any kind of skill level you are. I really appreciate the creativity in everyone that uploads. There's always something to celebrate. I always find it. That's true, Moonshiro. You could introduce the channel to your wife as well, Vagrant, and she could join into the art challenges as well. Honestly, this is like this is very much a PG-13 all ages server and channel. So, and while you know, we definitely do not encourage sharing your age or anything like that out of safety, out of your own privacy. It's welcome to everyone, honestly. Anyone that can, you know, have a look-see at the art, at the challenge rules, the chat rules, everything, and can just you know, find it a nice place to be. But yeah, that said, thanks so much for today. Hootsu, everybody. Hootsu. Stay Hootsu in the channel. As how to say, our variant of Otsu, which in Japanese stands for job well done. Thank you for your hard work. Goes for me, goes for you guys. You guys for being so lovely. It must be really hard work. Like, you make it look easy, but come on. I've been in a place, I've been places, I've seen people, I've met people, and they just don't come as lovely as you guys. They're still lovely. They can still be lovely, but come on, you're league of your own. And of course, like I say, job well done. Thank you for your hard work. For me too, for hanging out, drawing, getting my entry done on time, and hosting this art challenge. Speaking of art challenge, it is of course brought to you by the Sugar Plumies. Sugar Plumies is a membership of this server channel, which is I guess a step above Alchemist. It costs a little bit more, but these Sugar Plumies, it's there as a membership that you would support me a little bit extra every month. All the support, all the donations, all the commissions, all the merch sales. Of course, it goes towards helping me cover maintenance and the mansion bills, which allow me to be here and do these things for you guys. Hosting the monthly art challenges and doing my streams, being in the Discord, hosting events and doing all the things that we do. Nice to have you, Vagrant. Thank you. But yeah, Sugar Plumies get the same membership content as the Alchemists, but the extra that they get is, well, aside from getting a gold name in the Discord and yeah, and how do you say that? And having their names on this gold plaque on every stream. They also get a personalized thank you at the end of every stream. My as I'm not 100% fully well yet, I'm running on I'm kind of finding a hard time thinking of something unique for today, but you know what? I'm just I was saying about the loveliness scale of the Plumies, so I'm gonna say Hootsu today. Hootsu Joyous for being so lovely. Thank you. Hootsu Mary Mage for being so lovely. Thank you. Hootsu Natsu for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu Seal Silverfang for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu Milova for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu Burbkai for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu Maika for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu Neko for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu Estefi for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu Lapis Dragon for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu Nyajime for being so lovely. Thank you. Hutsu, thank you. Sugar Plumies. The Sugar Plumies, I like to say, are the sponsorship Plumies. They bring you the monthly art challenge every month. Thank you so much. Sugar Plumies. Let's see. Is anyone we can raid? Oh yeah, I don't think I made it public yet. I need to make an announcement, but we are having a movie watch along. We're having a movie watch along on Friday with the members on Discord. If you are a member of the channel and you have connected your YouTube account to your Discord account, which you do in settings connections, you will automatically get access to the membership area. And there is like a voice call, which you guys are going to be muted, but you can use that to watch the movie. You don't have to sort it out yourself. This Friday we're going to watch the Magic Sword Quest for Camelot, and I have it prepped so you guys can watch it with English subtitles as well via the Discord, and of course chat. And of course we're going to chat on the stream. And this is members only content, so you can if you are a member, if you subscribe, you click the join button in the channel. Sadly can't join. No, that's too bad. You can watch it retroactively for the that's something that's pretty fun too, because I think it was Stitcher, I think, watched a movie back. Some of the was it Nimona? Went back and watched, did a watch along with my stream on the side and watched Nimona retroactively with us. That's pretty fun. I've done that with some other streamers watch alongs at some point too. You will see Camelot in real life. That's very true. All right. Thanks everyone for today. I think we'll just leave it there. I don't have the energy to raid in. Take care, everybody. For now, we say bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Goodbye, and buy my merch.
Bill has new physical merch. Check out the link in chat.
Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye-bye. Stay lovely, everybody. See you again real soon. Members on Friday and everyone else for the feature weekend. If we have more than, more than 25, 30 something entries, then it'll be a double feature. Starting off with Saturday either way. And if we have a lot of entries, there'll be a Sunday too. Bye for now. Hello, Hope. Take care. Dui dui. Dag. Oh. Oh, wow. What?
Hoot hoot. Hajimio813_Niajaim recruited a new alchemist.
Niajaim. That was blunderbuss to the temple. What? How did you do that? How did you do that? I want you guys to know that these are randomized. I don't know how they're gotcha, honestly, but Nyajime apparently knows. Point blank, no kidding. So yeah, Vagrant, if you connect your account on Discord, you'll get access to the members channel members. I can't believe that. That really shocked me. That's so cool. Good job, Niajaim. Good job. Take care, everybody. Chat participation is definitely a factor. I believe it, even though a lot of people that I've never seen in chat get gifted over people that are very active in chat. So there's something with the percentage in the gacha though. But yeah, bye for now. Doi doi. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.